Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, wherever you're at. I just wanted to actually do a quick update as well as share a possible trade opportunity. As you guys might be aware of, most cryptocurrency have actually made some move and reached certain level of height, but Hedera, which is HBAR, has only reached the middle section or mid area of growth, and it still has that potential to go all the way up to the area of possibility of 18 cents 500. If you decide to trade, the entry I would recommend to be just right above this candle. So the entry would be somewhere in the area 1720, as we have just actually moved the candle further up, and possibility of the growth. You do want to actually watch it and have a short stop loss to close this trade if everything starts reversing and H bar follows everything else. So what actually happened and where are we heading? On Bitcoin, we are here at the top. I'm not sure, are we going to be, we might possibly try to come back and hit it one more time, but I do see this reversal that came back. It is starting to recover, but all this area over here turns out to be possibly a head of the head and shoulders. So if this head pins out, you have two options: either try to get in at the top if we come back one more time to the top and get your short trade in, or wait until we start working the shoulder and get in on the shoulder level. Again, use a tight stop loss, but be careful because we might actually have a stop loss fake out, which pretty much all it is they're just hunting for stop losses to take people out. And I would actually try to hold my stop loss somewhere around 33,000 plus, just in case we do decide to break through 33 and continue going up, which is possibility of that is quite slim. There is a possibility, as we can see, the head has been quite big already. We have came up once and hit 32,900 almost. Came up second time, hit 32,600 almost. We might actually come up one more time and do that one more attempt somewhere in the area of 32,900. Which this can actually last another 24 hours before we do come back. So make sure when you do take a trade, you set your alarms and do whatever it takes to protect yourself. Why I was kind of encouraging this trade, this short trade, if you have an opportunity to do so, because we are at the top. And unless we break through this resistance, which we break through 33,000, we have no choice but to come down, because we are still within the trading tunnel. And within that trading tunnel, when we come down, you have an opportunity to actually make some money. And that is the reason why I'm focusing on this particular opportunity. The opportunity also almost exists on all coins. Just verify as you look through the coins that they are within a trading tunnel as they were doing this within the last 2 to 3 weeks. I want to go back to XLM and actually bring something to your guys' attention. XLM, like no other coin, have traveled quite a bit and actually created for itself or extended for itself a larger trading tunnel to trade in. So I actually had to expand further to the back, create something that actually would actually have a couple touches. We had a touch 1, touch 2, and touch 3. We had a bottom touch here. So XLM has a lot larger trading tunnel right now than most coins do. Again, it's at the top unless there's some kind of a news again that's going to push it right through further up. Otherwise, seems to me we are reached the top and possibly will be churning around. Again, the turnaround can happen anytime within the next 24 hours, possibly, unless we see something pushing further up. Again, I would put in a stop loss somewhere in this at 27 cents and try to get in if it makes it back up to this area. If not, then when it starts breaking through this area right here or the shoulder area, I would actually take the join the trade and write it down. Because it took a long ride up, it might have a little bit slower ride down. Might be the opposite. So whatever it is, just be aware of that. So actually has a very nice head. So I'm suspecting having a nice ride down as well. What else? We are start noticing that the volume is starting to drop on XLM, which means the flight to the top is most likely over. That's one other thing. And second thing, as I watched the 1 minute candles, which let's switch to candles. Oh, actually, I'm switched to candles. We can see actually they're starting to create some kind of heavy movements, and those movements are starting to become heavier, which means they're being more pulled to the bottom than actually being pulled to the top, compared to, let's say, in this area, as we had this area right here, and then like this area right here where they were pulled to the top before we had another pull. Seems like we are starting to make it more of a heavier, possibly run anytime soon. Can we have everything dropping while H bar going up? Yes, we can. It's most not likely, but it can actually do it. So let's go back to H bar C, and we can see that H bar is starting to take that small climb, and I personally am in that trade and looking to actually do good in it. As I mentioned before, I usually don't put, I might open multiple trades with multiple coins, but I usually don't put a lot of money on one specific trade. Blessings to all, and XML just had another. So what did XML? So XML just breaking through, trying to set its new low in the last hour or so. So that just what the alarm was. I slowly, as I move it, as new lows are created, and now I'm looking for it to break through these two lows right here. which will give us an indication and that we are definitely preparing to move south. And H bar, as we are talking, it's definitely climbing. It might actually have a very quick goal to achieve a certain height. As I written out here, a triangle. It might try to pull anywhere up to 18.8. So anywhere in that area, it might reach the top and then start reversing. So this particular trade, if you're in, I would definitely watch it closely. Gee. Let me drop this further while we're recording. So it doesn't interrupt. So that's what I see it happening. We'll look at and follow through when it comes up. As we always know, it comes down. Look at the history. Whenever something came back, it always came down unless we switch and start running a new trend. So that's about what I can say. So best wishes to all of you guys, blessings and wisdom, and to your guys' success. Take care.